I'm 29 years old, I'm single, and I'm unhappy.
I hate being single.
I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life because for some reason, I can't find my person and they can't find me.
One of the biggest joy killers as a single person is seeing everyone around you with a partner.
I'm tired of being alone.
I would like a boyfriend. I would like a cuddle from said boyfriend. You guessed it, I feel lonely.
No one tells you just how lonely your 40s can be. Your 40s can feel really lonely no matter how many people you're surrounded by.
I was just thinking, I'm probably gonna be alone for the rest of my life. How many of you are alone and are okay with it? Are okay with it?
I've never had someone bring me flowers. I've never had someone bring me chocolates. I've never had someone, I've never had my someone.
Why don't I have anyone?
Dating gets harder with age because you finally understand the cost of choosing wrong.
Why am I always the second option? Every single time, I swear. I'm always the backup option. I'm always the option until a different option comes around.
The struggle ends up being the man that you want doesn't want to marry you.
He showed me time and time again, and here I am, just like a fucking dumbass, just waiting to be loved. Like, please, love me, pick me, choose me. Fuck! And I needed reassurance, and I needed him to say the right things, and all it really was, I don't really know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say? What do you mean? Like, fuck!
I am so tired of every weekend. I have no one to hang out with, no one to go on a date with, no one to go out and eat with.
I've been dating a guy for like 4 to 5 months and noticed that he started pulling away. And when I asked him what's up, he said, listen, I really, really like you. I have so much fun hanging out with you. I really respect you as a person, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to meet your needs. Therefore, I don't think we can date.
After 30, women are dating to be wives, not girlfriends. This is the reality a lot of these females are facing after they wasted their prime years in and out of relationships, situationships, being with men who clearly don't want them, being with men who told them they don't want them, and then figuring out the hard way that they have no time left when it comes to being a wife at 30.
In China, if you're over 25, you are expired in the dating market. You are called a 剩女, leftover woman.
A what?
A leftover woman. After 25, you can't be picky anymore. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend. Imagine China is Leonardo DiCaprio.
China is Leo.
The whole China is Leo.
I dare you to say this in America. You go up to American girls and say, you're 25, it's done.
You're already done for Leo.
They would hate that policy.
They do. In China, they do that.
How come you never say anything when they come up with the 25? Why don't you say that's how we do it in China?
Exactly. I wanted to do that. Let me talk about it. I think Leo is just following Chinese culture. Maybe he eat too much dim sum. He went to Mr. Chow too many times. He just have the Chinese standard. You're over 25, you're expired.
Is it just me, or is dating your 30s starting to feel like a job interview? And I'm not trying to be negative, because obviously we got to get in the field, we got to date fast. But why does it have to feel like a job interview? What do you do for a living? Do you want more kids? When was your last relationship? Like, when did it stop being fun? Like, can I laugh first? Can I laugh first before you ask me 21 questions? Like, don't get me wrong. If you're dating with intention, you date with a purpose, you do got to get to the point. But babe, I don't want to feel like I'm speed dating or I'm in a job interview. Does anybody else feel like this dating in their 30s? And let me add the fact that I'm in Atlanta to the layers. It just makes it even worse. Dating is a lot. It's a lot. I just want to laugh. I just want to meet my person. And we ask the main questions that we need to know, and then we go on about our lives. That's all I want. That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought us texting every day meant that you were interested. My bad. Like, good morning texts, texting all day, checking in, and then it's all of a sudden, I'm just not looking for anything serious right now. I'm sorry, what exactly did you think we were doing? Anyways, y'all, I hope the next girl or guy that you talk to or meet is obsessed with you, because I guess that's the only way to tell now.
Me being single at my age didn't come from bad decision making, stupid. It came from me never finding the man that I wanted to be with. I don't know in what delusional world y'all men live in where you think that it was all of these wonderful, great men running around when we was in our 20s and we just passed up on all of these great guys. The attractive men when we were in our 20s were doing what attractive men do, which is be players, talk to a whole bunch of different women, and never want to settle down. You do understand that, right? So given that the attractive men in their 20s didn't want to settle down, that left us with ugly dudes, dudes with kids, and dudes who didn't have themselves together. It's the same thing now that I'm older. The options didn't go from good to bad. It went from bad to worse, right? Now, instead of dudes just having kids, they got kids and grandchildren. And if you think some of them was unattractive back then, add on now the fact that some of them is out of shape, they ain't got no hairline, and they missing side teeth. They wasn't financially stable in their 20s, and a lot of them still ain't financially stable. Some of them still paying child support from the same babies that they was having when they was in their 20s. Y'all got to start being for real. These podcast lies that all of these men was going to get older and they was just going to become these rich men, that didn't happen for most of them. Sorry. A lot of the men in their 20s who was doing all that settling down and getting married were undesirable men. Men on the verge of losing their hairlines. Men who didn't have no bunch of options of women to choose from in the first place. That's the reason why it was so easy for them to settle down. And just like anything else, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. And I'm sure some women got lucky and they were able to find desirable men to settle down with in their 20s. But the exceptions don't make the rule. And I'd argue how many of those women and men are still married to this day. How many of those marriages actually lasted? Shout out to the ones that did. I know how y'all like to rewrite history and pretend as if it was all of these wonderful, great men for us to choose from in our 20s. And we just wanted to be outside and we wanted to party with our girls and we didn't want to settle down. That's not what was happening. The options weren't there back then. And you're still in the same position. The dudes who older, who are still desirable, they still don't want to settle down. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. It just gets worse. That's the part you're missing. So there's nothing that I can warn the younger girls about except letting them know that if you think it's bad now, it's gonna get worse.
Females always seem to leave out this crucial information to purposely mislead whoever is listening and taking in what they're saying. These females were not entertaining the men that they didn't want. They were partying, hooking up, and giving their prime years to the same men who don't want them. They were giving their body to the men that don't want them. If it wasn't true, then why aren't they virgins? Why haven't they kept their legs closed and waited till marriage? Because that's what they used to try and get those men to even notice them, to even give them their time. In the end, it didn't matter because he still didn't want her in her 20s and in her 30s. And that's what they're feeling.
I think I'm tired of being single. I've been single for 2 years now, and I'm starting to get bored. Like, I want to cuddle. I want to hold hands and kiss under the moonlight and go on dates and dance on my man and kiss on my man. I want to do something that's worthwhile. So, yeah, I'm ready to start dating. No more hoes for me. I'm tired of the hoes.
I laugh about it, but I also cry about it. And I just want to take it all out. You know, I've never had a boyfriend. I'm 27 and I've never had someone bring me flowers. I've never had someone bring me chocolates. I've never had someone, I've never had my someone. And it was kind of sad. And I know I shouldn't compare myself and stuff, but it's hard when you go on Instagram and you just see happy couples and stuff. And I laugh about it at the moment, but sometimes I'm just sad, and I just want to be able to talk about it and I don't know, express myself, because it's a little hard, and it's also scary because I don't know, I don't want to be single my whole life. That's not something that I want, and I know a lot of people are again saying it will come when you least expect it. Well, I haven't been expecting it for so long, and it has not happened. Or just enjoy your alone time. I do enjoy my alone time, but I'm tired of being alone and feeling like I'm not lovable, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not good enough for anybody, so I don't know. I just feel like talking because again, I do make fun of the situation, but I also feel sad about it. I'm a girl at the end, and this is just me expressing my feelings.
One of the biggest joy killers as a single person is seeing everyone around you with a partner. Because you can be so happy single, but as soon as you see your friends, your family, and just everyone around you having a partner, you kind of start thinking to yourself, does this mean I should have someone too? And not only do you end up desiring it because you see them happy, but at the same time you think like, why don't I have anyone? Like, why can't I find anyone suitable for me? You know, and I feel like this year, everyone around me is either married, engaged, or just has a partner. But I'm happy single, okay? I'm trying to, but sometimes I do think to myself, okay, well, the time's running out.
Those of you in your 30s who are dating, how is it going? How is it going doing that? Because, bro, I give up. I have resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to be happily single for the rest of my life. It's actually a lot harder dating in your 30s when, as a woman, you want an older man without kids. Where are these men without kids that are older than 35? They're far and few between. That actually treat women with respect. Yeah, I'm resigning.
I don't date men that don't impress me, and therefore I don't date very often or very many men. I concluded this about myself the other day because I was trying to understand why dating has felt so lackluster, so uninteresting. And I was trying to pinpoint why that is. And what I concluded is that the people that I'm communicating with, at least so far, fail to inspire me. They fail to make me feel impressed, and I'm not romantically attracted to people that I'm not impressed by. That's the bottom line. That's just my standard. That's where it's at. I can't change it, nor would I want to.
Females keep asking the same question over and over again. Whilst they don't really ask the most important question, they continuously say, where are the good men? Where are the attractive men? Where are the men that are mentally stimulating? Where are the men that can inspire me? But you don't ask the question, why don't these men want me? Why don't these men approach me? Why aren't these men attracted to me? Why don't these men want to marry you? This is where females choose to stay obscured. They choose to stay oblivious to the fact that these men are there. They just don't want to be seen by you.
My coworker used the term mishmash of leftovers to describe her lunch, and I honestly don't think I've heard a better term to describe today's dating pool when you're in your 30s.
We're heading to a world where we're going to have an awful lot of single people in their 40s, an awful lot. And the reality is, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, is that's going to be fine for men because they can have babies until they drop dead.
Yeah, and they're going to go with, they're always going to go for younger women.
And they're going to go for younger women, and they'll have more money, and that'll be fine. And there'll be this sort of lost generation of women in the middle. And that's not going to be good. And the women in the comments are going to absolutely hate me for saying that. But I think it's a reality, and you need to wake up. Because if you don't wake up, it's going to get too late.
What the fuck does open to a short-term relationship mean? Or even worse, looking for long-term relationship open to short.
Wait, I see this guy right here. He's walking barefoot. I kind of want to say something. Hang on, I am. Excuse me! I love that you're walking barefoot.
Oh, I try to walk barefoot whenever I can, yeah.
Yeah, good practice. I'm about to do the same.
Especially like on these trails, kind of makes you slow down a little bit, kind of enjoy everything, and you always feel better when I walk around barefoot.
Feel more grounded.
Oh,
Yeah.
That, like I said, forces you to slow down and kind of feel like you're more in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
More present.
More present, exactly.
Yes. We're on that, yeah. So. What's your name?
I'm Dylan.
Nice to meet you, Dylan.
What's your name?
Keegan.
Keegan?
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Dylan.
I hate being single. So, I just spent my Friday and Saturday with my friends. I had no time to think about myself because I was just thinking about my time with them, how fun it would be being with them. And now I drove back home. I just drove through Popeyes to eat chicken tenders, and I'm sat here in a parking lot thinking, wow, there's no one to come home to. It's just very bizarre, the feeling of being alone. Some people would always say, oh, you should be okay and being. Yes, I'm okay being alone. I have been okay for like 7 months. I am alone. I don't have anywhere to put my love and to pour it. I have nowhere to pour it. But I have been okay. And yet there's this feeling of longing and yearning and just constantly basically hoping that one day someone will stay, someone will choose me, and I will choose them. Because to be honest, a lot would choose you. A lot of people would choose you because you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're kind. But the question is, the struggle is, will I choose them? Because I know people will choose me, but then will I choose them back? Because my best friend told me, you keep saying you want a boyfriend, you want a partner, you want a husband. You would have already gotten that months ago if you wanted to, but you don't. You now have standards, you now have boundaries, you know what you want, and you know what you don't want. And it just sucks. It sucks. Like, I wonder where I'll meet this person. And I wonder even if there is a person for me. I hate being single. It just feels so lonely. Sometimes I'm okay, but there are just times where I just want to tell somebody how my day went. I just want to spend time with somebody and care and be happy and giggle and make jokes and be loved. It's too much.
Females never open up enough about how that their social groups, their traveling, their hobbies, and all the things that they do outside of their career is usually a gap filler. It's a filler to not be exposed by how vulnerable they actually feel. And that vulnerability consists of the fact that they actually want to be seen, they want to be loved, they crave affection, they want their relationships to be more purposeful. They want to be reassured. They're seeking companionship as human beings. What happens is when those gaps are not being fulfilled, it leaves them feeling lonely. It leaves them feeling depressed. It leaves them questioning their own self-worth and how have they lived this far, this long, and have encountered and engaged with so many different men, and none of them wanted to reassure them. None of them wanted to love them. None of them wanted to give them affection. These are the things that run rapidly around females' minds that they don't really actually like to talk about enough, because what it does, it leaves them vulnerable.
I be good being single. It's just this shit only hit me at nighttime. Like, I'm finna go in the house, I gotta go sleep by myself and fucking cuddle with a pillow or something. This shit's so boring.
I was just thinking, my mum would not want to see me alone for the rest of my life. I've tried to find a decent partner in life. My mum would want to see me happy with someone. One thing that always makes me sad is my mum never saw me get married. She saw my brother get married, but not me. And I know for mums and their daughters it's a big thing, isn't it? But I'm tired of being on my own and not having someone who is understanding and supportive and compassionate and kind. And I know that's what my mum would have wanted for me. She would have wanted me to find someone who really look after me. It's just like, where do you start? Where do you start? Where do I start to even find anyone? Where do I go? Where do I start? I suppose this is not where I would start. I don't think I'm gonna find my partner in this state, am I? What I envision in my mind of what my partner would be is not something I've ever found in this lifetime. And I don't think I'll ever will find it. Because maybe what I'm asking for is too much. I'm basically asking for a partner that's with me all the time. And that's not really realistic. Well, my dream would be to have a partner, I'm going to be honest, to have a partner that would just love me, want the best for me, would always be together, even work together, make a business, make money, enjoy life, like work together and have time, you know, not this fucking bullshit 9 to 5 that will leave you with no time to even spend as a family or even with your kids. You know, a job where you can just travel and work, or like even work online like everyone seems to be doing nowadays, which will give you time for your family, for your kids, for each other. That's what I'm looking for, and I don't think I'll ever find it. I don't think I'll ever find a man who's going to want to do that with me and be with me all the time. Who knows? Who knows? I'm waffling on now. I'm really waffling.
The women in their 30s come online to say, where are the men in their 30s? Where do they hang out? What do they do? I get such secondhand embarrassment. Because it's like, girl, I think, okay, so society has lied to women, unfortunately. And a lot of girls thought in their 20s, I'm just going to, live, laugh, love. 20s are for fun, ha, ha, ha. And then when they turn 30, they're like, okay, I'm ready to be serious. Where are the men? The men are gone. A lot of the good men are gone, because the ones that knew that they wanted to be husbands and fathers are typically already husbands and fathers by the time that they're 30, or at least working towards that, because a lot of people don't want to be old parents or whatever. And the other half that are still left are the ones who either didn't want to be husbands and fathers in the first place, so they weren't on track to doing that, or the ones that tried to be that and then probably failed at their previous relationships. So you're looking at leftovers, babe. And you yourself have now become one of those leftovers. Sorry. I hope you find one, though.
Okay. Because I tried dating apps for a little while.
That, first of all, they just need to put all the apps on one app and call it What's Left.
Hey, y'all. People have been asking, are me and Bryson still together? And I just wanted to let y'all know we are no longer together. I am now single. I did the best to be the best fiance, and I showed up as much as I can. I gave as much love as I can, but sometimes it's just not enough. So I will be moving forward by my lonesome, focusing on myself. I'm sending him support. I'm sending him prayers. There's no ill will, but I just gotta focus on me now. It's been very hard for me. It's been a very rough 3 weeks, and I'm just trying to push through and regain control on my shit, Please send me some support. Please send me some love, woman to woman. Like, we all be going through this. I'm only 23, so it's been hard, but we're gonna keep pushing and we're gonna focus on ourselves now. Thank you.
You should use the apps. You should use the apps. No. Because every single time that a guy asks me out, he's like, what do you want to do? What do I want to do? What do you mean you asked me out? Second of all, they just want to do the deed, and like, where that it will be absolutely fine, you don't need to take me on a date to do that. You want girlfriend? You do girlfriend. You don't want girlfriend? You invite me to your house. If I say no, don't get upset.
So your girl's back on dating apps, and all I'm going to say is that what is left of mankind? Because fuck me, I'm bemused, okay? I'm absolutely bemused by the species of people. Like, there's nothing out there. There is nothing out there. Am I missing a trick? Are there new apps? I've downloaded Bumble and Hinge. I'm not doing Tinder because people on Tinder are just like nymphomaniacs, and I don't have time for that. But yeah, like, is there a new app that I don't know about? Like, it's been a long time since I've been out there on a dating scene. Is there like events you go to now? Like help a girl out, because generally I'm struggling to understand that is what is left of mankind. Because if it is, I'm doomed. I'm going to have to go to Ann Summers and buy a new friend, because I fucking can't. I mean, even the people... It sounds so horrendous. Even the people that are liking me on Hinge, questionable. Yeah, even my puppy is admitting that she's like, I was showing her some of the pictures, and she's even like fucking mind blown. It honestly is crazy. And you look at someone, you think, oh, you're good looking, and it's like a bunch of guys, and you're like, oh, I hope it's him, and then you go to the next picture, and no, it's the runt of the fucking litter. It's always the runt of the litter. It's a huge red flag. I should just swipe from that first photo. Or they've got weird hobbies, or like, I have a dog, but I do not lick her face. Like, the fuck? Stop doing who's gonna kiss you and you've got your dog like fucking weird. I fucking can't. And I mean, I know you can't judge someone by their picture, right? Because people probably judge me by my photos and probably think, oh, she's a miserable bitch, but actually I'm quite funny and I'm quite a nice person. But yeah, help a girl out. Like, where do we look? Where do we find nice men? Where do we have fun? I'm nearly 40, so please, like, be aware of my age. I'm not going to a night's club or anywhere like that. But yeah, is there any nice bars? Like, help a girl out.
None of these females really make sense to me. I don't think they even make sense to themselves. Honestly, it's a code. They're actually screaming in the inside about how every time they give themselves to a man, they don't want them. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing an eternal scream about why they've been single this long. Because the dating pool is a reflection of you. And when you insult the dating pool, you're actually insulting yourself. Everything wrong with all those men that you see is everything wrong with you. And if you can't accept that you are just as bad as the dating pool, then you aren't going to get the man that you want. And that's really what settling is accepting that you are the trash. The only people settling is men being with you.
I just have to say, I remember why I stopped, like, dating, like, actively dating on Hinge and all those fucking stupid apps, and just, like, putting myself out there. Because guess what? Okay, everyone has said, like, no, the women need to, like, do more these days. Like, okay, that's already, like, fucking weird to me, but I guess. So I have been, all right? I've been meeting people. I've been going on the dates. I've been giving people the benefit of the fucking doubt. But you know what I'm sick of? Giving men the benefit of the doubt. I think giving men the benefit of the doubt is a fucking excuse to keep you, like, in something that you know is not right for you, and you know that you deserve better, you know? Like, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, why? Seriously, I really believe, and I'm really gonna hold out for the kind of love, or, you know, my person, to, like, show interest right away, to not be a fucking douchebag. And when I'm, like, trying to keep conversation going, and, you know, I'm setting you up to ask me a question and you don't, like, how much more can a woman give? Okay, we're done. Okay, so the men that are just, like, sitting back and, like, the women should take charge and do this. Like, we are, and you're still being pussies. So what do you want from us? Seriously, I'm so over it. Like, matched with a few people on Hinge, and, like, I'm seriously setting them up to ask me questions, and they're just not. They're just coming back with statements like, okay, cool, like, I'm done. Like, what do you want? What are you doing? Why are you here? What are you doing on this fucking app? And what the fuck are you doing liking me? And then not, like, asking me questions and, like, pretending like you actually were the one that liked me. Like, oh my God, I crept your Instagram and I wanted to see if you were a fit for me. And I was apparently a fit for you first. So what the fuck is going on? Why am I trying harder? No, I'm fucking sick of it, y'all. And I feel like all women, like, stop. Don't listen to these fucking idiots on the internet saying, like, no, the women have to try harder. No, we are. You guys are just not getting fucking hints. And I don't know how to fucking tell you that you guys are really kind of a lot of pussies. You're being little pussies. No, like, grow up. Seriously.
Ladies, I know I'm not the only one that is struggling with dating right now. Like, I need some advice, some help. Like, where are we meeting people at? Like, I truly just don't even know why dating is so hard these days. Like, I feel like it didn't used to be this hard. Like, I feel like I used to go on dates and I used to like enjoy them and I used to meet people. And now I feel like it's just not happening. Like, I don't know, it could just be like a me thing, but I feel like from few women that I talk to that are also single and they're mid to late 20s like me have the same issue. I feel like, I don't know. That's why I need y'all's advice and just make sure I'm not the only one. I don't even know like where we're meeting people at. Like, I don't know. I've tried the apps and the apps just really they're just not doing it for me. And then this maybe also be my fault. Like, I don't go out that much anymore, but I still try to go places and I just feel like I don't know, like nothing happens. I try to be like very approachable. Like, I'm very easygoing and easy to talk to. Yeah, and that used to work for me, but like it doesn't now. Like, I also just don't know where to go to meet singles. Like, where are we going? Like, I don't know. I don't really definitely go to clubs. Like, maybe I don't go to bars too much, but I also don't feel like that's the right place to meet someone. Like, sporting events, coffee shops, church, like, somebody please help me. Like, I don't know. It's also hard at my age because everybody's like engaged, married, having kids, and obviously they don't want to do the same things that I want to do, or it's just, I don't know. I'm stuck and I don't know. And it's also the lack of effort. Like, I don't understand why we think doing the bare minimum is like okay. Like, I'm not saying you need to like go crazy above and beyond like to start out getting to know someone, but I don't know, like men used to do so much more and put so much more of an effort in, and now it's like they just don't even feel the need to do that. And I think that's why I'm also like just so like,
one thing I really struggle with in dating is finding the balance between wanting to be like particular and specific and intentional about the people that I entertain, but also recognizing the need to be open to people that maybe don't look exactly, that maybe are amazing but aren't packaged up the way that I in my head have them to be, because I don't want to miss out on someone again who's amazing just because I've got a really, really specific idea in my head. But equally, if that's what I want, then why would I settle? And if you do have to settle a little bit, or compromise is maybe a better word, like how far do you go? Because I don't want to waste my time, but I also don't want to miss out, and I also don't feel like I should settle if I know what I want. It's just hard.
It's not hard. What makes it hard is you don't actually want to be direct with what you actually want. What I'm seeing consistently with these females who seem to not understand where they are in the dating pool is that they don't want to be traditional. They don't want to be feminine. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want to do the wifely duties and let the man take leadership, but still will want a man to maintain being a provider and a protector, being able to also look past her body count, look past her dressing provocatively, but also still maintaining some type of masculinity in that marriage. They want the best of both worlds. That is never going to happen because masculine men don't function like that, and that's where they feel confused.
Ain't nothing more exhausting than being a female that really loves somebody and wanted to work with somebody, but that motherfucker do everything to just throw you off and make you walk away from them. You can't speak about how you feel. You can't get your feelings validated. They don't want to understand that you want to spend time with them all the time. Like, it's nobody but them. There is no other niggas. There is no hoes. Yes, I want to spend more time with you than you would think.
I'll get messages from guys sometimes and they're like 29 and 30 and they'll say, I've always wanted to be with an older woman. And I'm thinking, you think you want to be with an older woman until you meet one. We don't argue. We don't chase. We don't compete. We've already done all the things. We've been through shit, okay? We've rebuilt our lives. We've raised kids. We've been through relationships. We're not looking for somebody to interrupt our peace.
Dating in your 40s is absolutely wild. One day I'm talking to a grandfather with 5 grandkids. The next day I'm talking to a guy who's literally half my age.
I don't really talk about, like, verbally dating. I'm 41 years young and I've been single for a couple of years now. I've dated. I gotta say, the dating pool is trash. Now, do I have my own issues? Yeah, maybe I do. But I do know I'm a good woman. I have a good career. I'm not broke. I'm not using you for money. I'm not a gold digger. I literally am just looking for someone to build a life with. Like, I want to have 2 people that can contribute and to build a life with. Like, how hard could that possibly be? It shouldn't be that hard. There's billions of people in the world. But I don't know what it is. I continue to choose the wrong ones. I don't know what to do except for, yeah, stay alone. I've been alone. I get it. I'm happy. I'm fine. I can do me. But that's not the point. I'm not getting younger. And I'm ready to, like, move on to a new chapter in my life. And the dating, look at my nail, I'm about to go get it fixed. The dating pool is just like fucking trash. You go for an older dude, you know, not too old. Like, I'll go, like, you know, 50's my max. I'm 40 years old. 50's my max. You go for the older one, you think you're fucking good? No. They don't want a relationship. They've been alone for however fucking long. They don't want a relationship. I just don't, I don't understand. I'm just fucking ranting and venting right now to you guys because it's like, it's getting fucking tiring. And I can't be a lesbian. I'm not attracted to the opposite sex. Women are beautiful, but not in that way. I can never have a relationship with a woman. I can't. I love a man. I want to feel secure. I want them to hold me tight. I want that masculinity in my life, right? I don't know how hard that fucking is. If you all got to the end of this video, thank you guys. And if anybody else, like, who else is, it's hard out here in these streets. I can't be the only one fucking struggling in the dating pool, in the dating world. I can't be the only one. Comment below, like, what's going on, guys? Like, what is your luck? What kind of luck have you had with dating? Because I need to know. I need some tips.
What I find with females who are in their 30s and up, they have a hard time accepting it's men who are settling, not you. You are the one who are looking for what every other female is looking for, even in her 20s. You are looking for a man who's masculine, a man who is a leader, a man who is a provider, a protector, a man who is established, older, and has his life together. That is what every female is looking for. What you are is not what every man in your age group is looking for. Men in your age are not looking for someone that's in their 30s, 40s, that's already been in and out of different relationships. They're looking for more purer, younger, and submissive women.
Can we retire the term boyfriend in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond? I mean, when you are dating someone at this age and stage of life and you refer to them as your boyfriend, it sounds very high school-like, very juvenile. But what do we call them? Do we call them our partner, which is so ambiguous because then people maybe assume that you are gay or that you're talking about your business partner. Do you call them your life partner? I think when you refer to someone as your lover, that can be very fun to watch people squirm, because that is a word that not a lot of people are comfortable using. Do we call them our significant other? Like, what do we call them at this age and stage of life? What do we call someone that we're dating? Help me out.
I need the vent because I feel absolutely insane, and I know I'm not in the wrong, and I feel like I'm just overthinking it. So I matched with this guy on the dating app. We went on a date. We had a good date. We talked about doing a second one. A week went by because I was traveling. We talked on Tuesday about hanging out. He asked me what my availability was like for the rest of the week, and I said I'm available Thursday and Friday. 2 options. I should have given him one. He said, cool, let's do Thursday. Then I said, yes, I'm down for Thursday. What if we went bowling? Crickets. Absolutely nothing. It's Thursday. It's 5 o'clock. I've heard nothing. Like, we're all busy. I work 2 jobs. Like, what are we doing? So you know what? Actually saying that out loud, I'm not crazy. I'm just too available for him. So we're done. I'm gonna go open up a bottle of wine and catch up on my shows.
Genuinely, what happened to the art of courting a woman? Way back when, there was a time that people would literally like duel over a woman. Maybe this was just in the movies, but people would literally go to the girl's house with a speaker in hand, blaring, singing love songs. Even the art of sending a girl flowers has been lost. Like, and now we've resorted to story likes, and if you're lucky, maybe you'll get an actual reply. What happened?
Sometimes you have a day where you're like, yeah, my life is perfect. Guess what? I still would like a boyfriend. I have that feeling all the time. More women than ever over 30 are single. I know personally about 25 women who are self-actualized, amazing careers, smart, funny, awesome bodies. They are the total package, and they cannot find a guy to save their life. I don't think that it's them. Men want women that don't exist anymore, and women want men that don't exist yet.
Why do you think single women over the age of 35 are having a hard time locking in a man? What's going on there?
Their standards are just simply too high and unrealistic. And the problem is that women know this, but they're unwilling to change and adapt to the current situation in the dating market. Their sexual market value is going down, while they're now competing with 21 to 25-year-olds for the same men that they're trying to get. The problem is that those women now are used goods.
Dating in your 30s, because what the fuck is going on? I've been single for a very long time, and I can see why I'll probably stay single for another very long time. Because why, when you start to dip your toes back in the dating pool, does it feel like your toes are getting burnt off by poison? Like, whatever happened to romance and a man wanting to take you out for dinner or take you out somewhere to actually spend time with you, rather than, do you have Snapchat? Do you want to go for a walk? No, I don't want to go for a walk, mate. Do I look like I want to go for a walk? I'm not a dog. Or the, hey, how are you? Like, why is that a conversation opener to somebody you've never spoke to before? Why do you care how I am? You don't know me. Why is it the first thing that people ask? Or, how was your day at work? Well, you haven't even asked what I do yet for a job, so why do you want to know how my day at work was? Like, what the fuck has happened to our generation and trying to date? Does everyone just want to be single and not settle down or have a partner? Because what the fuck? Is there something wrong with me? Am I the problem? Probably. But yeah, like I said, this will probably never leave my drafts, but what the fuck is going on out there? I feel like I need my war gear on, because see, the next time I'm asked, hi, I may make my phone into a BOMB and throw it at the next person, so
Females need to understand that you are no longer desired the same way you was desirable in your 20s, where there was actually a pool of men that did see you as options to get married. You were actually somewhat of a decent candidate to actually be a wife until you threw away your prime years. Now what's happening is you are starting to look at yourself and realize how far behind you actually are in your 30s. That's why it's embarrassing to be on dating apps. It's embarrassing to have boyfriends. It's embarrassing to continuously go back to the same group of friends where you all are single and sharing this failed experience, this failed reality that you're in, and no man wants to take you out of it.
To just follow through on anything. I'll have good conversations going and then they just die off. And I know I'm probably partially the problem because, yeah, I'm bad at communicating, especially after work because I'm so tired. But yeah, like recently I was talking to a guy for quite a bit and there was a few red flags. I wouldn't say red flags, amber flags, and I kind of let them slide. And we were talking and I kind of bring up to him about his communication. And yeah, he seemed like he was interested. But the man didn't even wish me happy birthday and then messaged me the next day. And I don't know whether I'm overreacting, but it was obvious it was my birthday. Like, where do people meet these days? I'm not as sociable as I used to be. Well, I used to be a real social butterfly, but I barely go out these days. The only places I go are to my run club and the gym. And flights, like long haul flights. But yeah. I am finding dating so hard. Like, I had a date at the start of this year. Well, a couple of dates with this guy. And he was definitely a walking red flag. But, like, where are the normal guys? Like, where are you? And I'm, like, at the point in life where I actually don't... Well, I've never really needed a man. I'm quite hyper-independent. But I want babies. So... if all else fails, where do you find people for lavender marriages? Yeah, help a girl out.
I'm 48, perimenopausal and single, and I recently re-dipped my toe in the cesspit dating pool and rejoined Hinge. I'm 4 days in and I'm ready to delete. Now, can we just talk about, and please tell me if I'm being my normal, dramatic, angry perimenopausal self, or if I'm onto something. Can we talk about the rules of engagement? And what I mean by that is, so you're on the app and you're swiping, you find a rare find, it's a human that you think, okay, I like that person, you send them a like. They then match with you. Now, they've matched with me, they were clearly on the app and active, and yet we have no message. There's nothing. There's silence, a void. It's like men on there are wanting to play Snap, or it's like collecting Pokemon cards. Like, if you have no intentions of talking, why are you there? It's like I'm perplexed. I'm actually perplexed. Please tell me what.
The last time I checked, females who are in their 30s are emotionally stable, are financially stable, and are grown, mature women. Why can't you be able to make the first move? Why don't you message first? It seems like you still want to be chased the same way you wanted to be chased in your 20s. You ain't there anymore.
And this is why I don't date or try and do the whole online dating and speaking to anybody, because it's just a pile of crap. So at the weekend, I was convinced to open up my dating profile again. Matching with people and all that business, and I wasn't convinced, but yeah, there was a nice man that appeared, so we started talking, and for the last 5-6 days we've been chatting backwards and forwards. I got a really good vibe from him, seemed like a lovely man. He was laughing at what I was saying, I was laughing at what he was saying. He ticked loads of boxes, he was really nice, seemed really polite, just seemed really nice. So I was thinking, oh, maybe, just maybe I can pluck up the courage to meet up. Maybe I should suggest meeting up. But last night, logged on, went to look at my last message and gone. everything's gone. No messages. So I can only assume he's either deleted his profile or he's unmatched me. Nice. So what's the point? Why go through all that when just nothing? Why can't you just have some balls, be honest, and say, I'm not into it, but, you know, take care? I'd have been fine with that. And now it's made me feel a certain way that I don't like. It's got me questioning myself, thinking, what have I said? Does he not like the way I look? What? And I don't like that. And I don't have that when I'm not trying to date. I'm confident. Yeah, I'm positive. And it's made me feel a bit, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what I'll do now. I know it was only one person for 5 days, but I'm like, what's the point if that's all that happens? Maybe I'll carry on a bit, but probably won't. I'll probably shut it down again. I won't look again for another 6 months. Because this is why I just can't be doing with it. I can't be doing with just disrupting my peace. So, yeah, watch this space. Maybe I'll carry on. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Dating in your 40s, hey. It's just crazy.
Do you know what has a lot of these females perplexed, confused, feeling crazy, lost, undesirable? It's the fact men are the ones who are humbling them, not the other way around. What females seem to not understand is when you reach your 30s and you are seeking out for a man, you are now competing with younger women. What that says is men are the ones settling for you. This is where they have become the rejectees because they are consistently being rejected, consistently being reminded that you are no longer the younger version of yourself. They believed that they could be able to prolong their prime years into their 30s. No, it capped at 30. It ended at 30. Now you are a grown woman out of her prime years seeking for a husband to make you into a wife when you wasted all of the best years with multiple men? That's not how it works. Men who actually you desire, who are worth investing your time, your body, established, masculine, all of these men are also going to want to invest in a woman that's worth their time. Females in their 30s who didn't invest in their own time wisely is not really a good candidate for a wife for a man like that.